Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Krause. I'm the Director for Alumni Engagement here at the University of Dubuque, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2025 University of Dubuque Athletic Hall of Fame. We are so blessed to have you here with us today, a true day of celebration as we welcome the newest members into the UD Hall of Fame. Let's give them all a big round of applause. The Hall of Fame began in 1989, and since then we have had the honor of recognizing many outstanding UD athletes, and today is no exception. Inductees, it has been a pleasure to work with each of you over the past several months, and I am so glad to finally be able to welcome you back to your campus home. Although the fields and courts may look a little different than they did when you played, the heart and pride that we all have for this great institution has never wavered. Each of us as Spartans have had a very special moment here on our campus home. A moment I will never forget happened during one of our very first gatherings as a campus community with President Frampton. He talked about the rich history of UD and the opportunities for promise and a bright future and a prosperous future for the university and for our students. He mentioned a very popular movie line, "If you build it, they will come." But he wasn't just referencing the movie. He was referencing the University of Dubuque and the wonderful journey we have been able to experience as an institution, and what we together have been able to build. Honorees, you may not have known it at the time, but you were essential building blocks for the university and for today's student athletes. Each of you have paved the way for them to learn, to grow, to compete, to achieve, and most importantly, to dream. Each of you are an inspiration to today's Spartans, so thank you. Thank you for your dedication, your passion for your sport, and for loving your alma mater. I think it's safe to say that each of you have also had moments here that you will never forget. Whether it be on the courts or in the fields, in practice or in the classroom, by spending time with friends or cheering from the stands, you have made lifelong friends and maybe even met your lifelong partner. Your journey here at the University of Dubuque has been filled with connection and moments, and today you have another very special moment. To begin our program today, I'd like to welcome Reverend Jim Gunn forward to lead us in a blessing.
Thank you. I promise this prayer will be short, but before I give the prayer, I want to describe an image, if you will, for you. This image comes from a Bible story of two disciples who are walking along, and Jesus walks up beside them. They don't recognize him at first. And the translation reads, Jesus asks them, "What is it that you're talking about?" The image that I want to paint for you is that the Greek asks the question, what are these words that you are throwing back and forth? What are these words that you're throwing back and forth? In the midst of that, in the Christian tradition, the living word, Jesus, came into their midst. And I hope that in the midst of your time at UD as a student, that in the back and forth between classes and maybe some words thrown to you at lectures and everything and all of the activities that you discovered life was showing up too, and that you weren't alone, and that you were discovering something real. And I hope that that's the case for today too, when we remember back to those days. So with that, let's pray. Merciful Lord, thank you for the gift of today. Thank you for what we remember today, the accomplishments, the friendships, the teammates and memories that were made here in this place. And also the journeys that were begun here and continued on. Help us to know indeed that we were never alone in our journey here, and we still aren't. We give you thanks for all that this day represents. We give you thanks for the individuals who are being celebrated and for their accomplishments. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Gunn. I would now like to welcome President Frampton forward to share a few remarks.
Thank you, Katie. Well, good afternoon. In this welcome and speak to a little bit about why I believe we're here to celebrate. Because today we're here to celebrate sport and what it's able to do to the people that it impacts, both on and off the field. The ability of athletics to transform lives and those who participate. On a college campus, I see athletics as another classroom. A place where some of the greatest lessons of life are learned, not only through study, but through competition, and the bonds that are forged on the field of play. The inductees and award recipients we honor today represent excellence in the classroom and in competition. They have learned, they have persevered, and modeled lessons that inspire all of us. For me personally, sport has provided a way to connect with others that I care deeply about. Each of my 3 sons chose to participate in a different sport, yet each gave the chance for me to communicate with them through the sport, and oftentimes without words. Through the unique chemistry that develops between teammates and coaches and fathers and sons. That same chemistry is what makes athletics so powerful in shaping lives. So this afternoon is much more than recognition. It's about excellence, about learning, about relationships, and the individuals who carry these lessons forward as exemplars of the mission of the University of Dubuque. Competing as a Division III institution, our student athletes embody the NCAA's vision of placing student before athlete, while recognizing the identities of both of those in the individual. I often remind my faculty colleagues that coaches are also faculty members, educators in profound ways, teaching some of life's most enduring lessons. Our students are not only shaped through their classrooms, but also through their coaches and through their teammates. So as we honor today's award recipients, I encourage you all to reflect on what your sport has taught you and what their sport taught them, and what we can learn from them as examples of excellence. So welcome to this celebration. I look forward to visiting with many of you following the program. Thank you very much.
Bear with us for just a moment. Looks like we may have sound.
Did I do something wrong?
All set. Thank you, Connor. Let's give a round of applause for our wonderful team here working today. Okay. Thank you, President Frampton. I would now like to welcome Nelson Edmonds, Vice President for Student Engagement and Intercollegiate Athletics forward to begin our main event, the Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Thanks, Katie. You almost said my old job title, which some days I'd take, right? There's a lot less work involved in that. Well, welcome everyone. We're excited if this is your first time to come to campus, and for our alumni and our distinguished guests, we welcome you back to the University of Dubuque. I want to talk a little bit about kind of where we're at in athletics. Last year, we tied our best finish in the conference for our all sports conference championship. We were third in the conference. We're actually one win away from any number of sports to actually tie for our highest finish across the department, and our men had their best finish in the conference with a second place finish. And so we're really excited about where our department is, where our athletic programs are, and what the future looks for our athletic programs as well. Hopefully you'll get an opportunity to walk around campus and see how much campus has changed, but also how beautiful campus looks this time of the year. And our grounds crew and our maintenance staff does a wonderful job upkeeping our campus, and so hopefully you can see some of those things. If you're like me, you realize how much older you're getting as you see what all the tools and all the fancy doodads these youngins get to experience here, and so hopefully you can look on that with a little bit of envy as you walk around campus here today. We're committed to making sure that our students have the opportunity to have great success in everything that they do here on campus, and that we're making sure that we celebrate all those successes here on campus. We continue to make sure that everything's grounded in our mission and making sure that we are trying to live and model our mission as coaches and as administrators and as supporters, but also preparing our young student athletes to go out into their communities and live and model our mission as well. And we're thankful for our Hall of Fame members because they epitomize what that means. We also want to make sure that you understand that we're dedicated to the success of our student athletes, and we know sometimes with young people, we got to care about their success a little bit more than they do, and we continue to support them that way here as a campus institution, and we look forward to also making sure that our students are accountable for their success here as well. And then finally, we want our students to win. We want them to have an opportunity to compete at the highest level in their sports and have success at the highest level. And we continue to do that. And we've got a lot of inspiration in this room today. And I was talking to Blaine that we're going to channel a little bit of Blaine Snitker today here as we play Platteville and use that tackling machine and get their big running back down early and often throughout the game. And so we're excited to have you back to do that as well. That being said, we're going to get started with our program. I'll announce who's getting inducted. I'll read your bio, and then you'll come on up and you'll get a chance to cry and say your words of encouragement right to your family. Hint, hint. And then we'll take a picture together, and you'll have red eyes, and that'll make me look a little bit better in the picture as well. All right? Sound like a plan? All right. We got former athletes. They can follow rules. All right. Our first inductee is Andrew Danna, class of 2014 for baseball. Andy got his degree in computer graphics and interactive media. He career ranks in the top 10 in 10 different areas, including first and doubles, triples, total bases, and assists. He has the school record, single season, and doubles and triples. And anytime we needed an extra base hit, Andy was able to get it done and drive in some runs. And so we hopefully will get some of that here this spring as well. When I called Andy and offered him the Hall of Fame induction, I mixed business with pleasure a little bit. I said, hey, Andy, you know we're trying to do some things out at the hockey arena to make it look a little blue there. The Saints are all red. Can you help us out? And he said, absolutely. And so we look forward to those things here in the spring semester for our hockey team. And so he continues to give back to the university and assist the university in those endeavors. And so without further ado, Andy Danna.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start by thanking everyone that is here in attendance today and making our trip to our beautiful campus. I would like to thank all the UD staff and faculty for setting this all up. It's a pretty incredible honor here. And it's nice to see all the support, and I think I kind of speak for everybody that's walked through this university. That's something we've all felt from the first time we walked on this campus. My journey to UD feels like it started ages ago. And I still remember the first time I got a note in the mail from the university. Never heard of the school before. The only thing I knew about Iowa was the University of Iowa. And to say I was not hesitant to make the 3-hour trip from Antioch, Illinois, out to Dubuque, Iowa, that would be a lie. I pushed back a lot, and my parents did some convincing, and we made the trip. 3 hours later, we were here in the middle of the winter. Seemed like a foot of snow on the ground, as it always seems like it was here while playing baseball as well. As soon as we arrived here on campus, we were greeted by Tim Melvold, and Tim took us around the campus and showed us what seemed like every inch of the school. And he was so passionate at every aspect that he showed us, every building, every department, every facility. And it stuck with me the whole tour. And after our tour was coming to an end, we had one final stop, and that was to meet with the baseball coach. I had brought a DVD with me of doing a bunch of workout drills at the facility I trained at, and so that way he could get a glimpse of what I would hope to bring to the program here. That meeting went very well, and Tim picked us back up after that meeting was done. And as we were leaving, and after everybody I met here at this campus on this cold winter day, I knew there was something special about this university. And I knew after this day was done that this is where I wanted to spend the next 4 years, playing baseball and studying. Now, there are a few people I would like to mention that have played a major role in my time here at UD. Some faculty and some family. First off, I'd like to thank Sheila Sabers and Alan Garfield. Some of you know them as professors here. Sheila and Alan were two of my professors in the graphic design department. Not only are they both phenomenal professors, but they're incredible people who only want the best for you at all times. There was never once where they would let you falter in the classroom or anything. I was not always the best student in some of their classes, and they kept me to it, which I appreciate and will always be thankful for. Next, I'd like to thank Shane Schelschmidt. Coach Schelschmidt was the head baseball coach for 3 of my 4 years here. The first time I met Coach was on the meeting that I had here, and the second time is when he decided to drive all the way to Chicago to watch me train at that facility. Made the 3-hour trip out, stayed the entire day, and watched. And after that, it was, I knew for a fact that this is where I definitely wanted to play. He was a fierce competitor, and he had an endless knowledge of the game and an endless drive to help us players become the best version of ourselves on and off the field. Next, I'd like to thank Paul Wachowski. Some of you also know Coach Y. He was the coach for my senior year, and now I only had the pleasure of playing for him for that one season. I don't think there's anybody else I've ever met with that competitive nature that he had. And that is something I took right away because I'm also a very competitive person in everything I do. To see the success that he had at this campus and with that team was incredible. To my teammates, I would not be in this position without all of the guys I had the honor to step on the field with. We were not just a team, but we were a family, and those friendships and memories I will cherish forever. Last but definitely not least, my parents who are in attendance today. None of this would be possible without you guys. You're the 2 most incredible people in the world, and the countless hours, days, weeks, and years, and money you spent on making sure I was able to play the sport that I love is more than I can ever give back. You never missed a game from Little League, travel ball, fall ball, high school, college, and driving back and forth from Antioch 3 hours both ways every weekend to watch me play. It didn't matter if we were in Dubuque or Minneapolis, you were there. And just know that every time I stepped on that field, I gave everything I had day in and day out, and that is all thanks to the sacrifices you guys made and the opportunities you always provide me. So thank you. UD is truly a special place, and this honor means so much to me. It is such an amazing feeling to be part of the history of this great university. And like we always said, once a Spartan, always a Spartan. So thank you all again for coming, and let's have a great rest of the night, and then let's go watch our football team beat Platteville.
How about another round of applause for Andy? I don't know if he made mom and dad cry, but he certainly made Jenna cry. So that's a good job. Good job. I called you out. I'm sorry. Our next inductee was unable to make it. Gonzalo Hernandez, Cascante, class of 2016, men's soccer. He got degrees in business administration and marketing. He was a member of the men's soccer team. He was the MVP of the conference. He was all conference. He was all American. He was a member of the first ever NCAA tournament appearance and the only one in our program history, so quite an accomplishment on his end. He's continued to play soccer in Spain. His brother, Rodri, plays professionally. He's played for Manchester, has represented their country of Maine as well, and he said he was a great inspiration, so I want to make sure that I throw that out there for him. When I first talked to Gonzalo, he was really excited about coming back. He hadn't been back to the university since he left at graduation, and so he wanted to leave Madrid, Spain, imagine that, and come back to Dubuque, Iowa. He was all excited. He was so excited that he forgot he's getting married next week, right? Yeah. So someone had to explain happy wife, happy life to him at that point in time. But over the months, he has learned where he needs to be. And so, so congratulations, Gonzalo. He was able to send in a message for us as well.
Hello, University of Dubuque. It's such a pleasure, it's such an honor to be a member of this, and I just have to say thank you very much for everyone that has selected me. So yeah, I can only say thank you. So what's going on with my life now? After I graduated, I'm here back in Madrid with my family, my friends, working, and yeah, I kept playing soccer, but a lower level, not professional, but third division. That is not, it's not bad at all. And yeah, through my experience in Dubuque, what can I say? It was one of the happiest years of my life. All I have is good memories, good thoughts. Every teacher that I had, every coach, every teammate, I create very, very good bonds with a lot of them. Until as of today, I keep my relation with a lot of them. Yeah, it's overseas, it's hard to only have this online relationship, but I can't wait to be able to go back to Dubuque, see how the university has developed, and yeah, thank you very much again for everything. I know I left my fingerprint on the program. My only objective was to put Dubuque at top in the conference, help them make the first appearance in the NCAA tournament as we did. That I still have the little award thing that they gave us, and yeah, and after a lot of work and good teammates, a lot of individual awards came for myself, and I just have very, very good memories through my steps and my pass through Dubuque. So thank you very much, everyone, and see you soon.
Now, since Gonzalo wasn't here, I'm sure he'd like to add that if you're ever in Madrid and you need a place to stay, he's got you, right? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Our next inductee, Klaudia Basierak Hall for women's volleyball class of 2016. Klaudia got her degree in elementary education. She was a conference freshman of the year in volleyball. She went on to become the first player in program history that earned first team all-conference honors. She went on to get her master's in curriculum instruction. Go curriculum and instruction's master's degree, right? I have one as well. We're really intelligent people. She taught special education, English education. She's also been involved in coaching, giving it back and helping inspire other people. Her and her husband, Reese, are the proud parents of Grayson and Brindley. Congratulations, Klaudia. Come on up.
As I was preparing for this day, I was like, okay, this would be fitting to maybe put on my jersey. But after looking at it, I quickly realized that 10 years and 2 kids later, that was just not going to happen. So here I am giving this speech. First, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my parents. Thank you for supporting me every single step of the way, including spending what could only be described as a small fortune on club volleyball over the years, from endless road trips to weekend tournaments in the middle of nowhere. You were always there cheering me on. Your commitment, love, and sacrifice made this journey possible, and I truly wouldn't be here without you. To Coach April, thank you for always pushing me to be better, not just a better player, but a better leader, teammate, and person. You never let me settle, and you made sure I knew that potential means nothing without hard work, even though I thought I already gave enough. Coach Janzik, my high school coach. He was one of my biggest supporters from the beginning and has been a constant presence throughout my volleyball journey. He's always a phone call or text away, whether I needed to break down a tough game or talk through a leadership challenge. His encouragements and wisdom helped me grow in ways that reached far beyond the court. And I'm so grateful for this continuous guidance. To my teammates, thank you for being the heart of it all. The practices, the bus rides, the wins, the losses, we went through it all together. You challenged me, you supported me, and made the sport so much more than just a game. You became my family, and the memories we made together are something I will carry with me forever. Playing volleyball at UD was one of the most rewarding experiences. Yes, it was a blast, but it was also where I truly learned the game at a deeper level. It shaped the coach I hoped to become and gave me the rare gift of pursuing my passion while staying grounded in academics. I learned how to manage my time, push through challenges, and lead with heart, all lessons that I've carried into every part of my life. This honor means so much to me, and I'm humbled to be recognized alongside so many incredible athletes. Thank you to everyone who played a role in my journey, teammates, coaches, mentors, and family. This isn't just my achievement, it's ours.
How about another round of applause for Klaudia? I feel like we got our master's degrees at 2 different places, so you got the better school. Our next inductee, are you done crying now? You're ready to go? Jenna Kotas, women's basketball class of 2015. She got her degree in sports marketing and management. She was a 5-time conference athlete and women's basketball player of the week. She was a member of the 2015 D3Hoops.com honorable mention All-American team. She was also a pivotal role in the 2014-2015 Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Championship, the program's first ever conference championship. She's been coaching. Oh yeah, she won a national championship as a coach at Ashland, and they've got things rolling down there, and so she's done a great job helping student athletes get the most out of their education as well as their playing career. Side note, my final game as a college athlete was at Ashland University, and they whooped the living crap out of us, and so it was really painful calling her and inviting her to the inductee. Come on up there, Jenna. You're so competitive.
You can call me out whenever. Happens all the time. All right. Hello, everyone. First, I want to say congratulations to all the Hall of Fame inductees in the class of 2025. This is truly an honor and a huge accomplishment that I know I will always remember, and it's an official cap-off to each of our great athletic careers here at UD. The first week of June, I started to receive a few unknown phone calls from a 563 area code, not only to my personal phone, but to my work phone, and I also received an email on my work email. After listening in the voicemails and reading that one email, I realized that this was no ordinary unknown phone call. After playing a little phone tag, Nelson Edmonds gave me the best news I have received in a long time. I've been selected to enter UD's Athletic Hall of Fame. I was in shock, and when I received the news, especially when I was a transfer and only spent 2 years here at UD. I am grateful that my contributions to the women's basketball program here at UD were impressive enough to be selected as a Hall of Fame member. I started off my collegiate career at one of the other 2 schools here in Dubuque, and no, the first one was not Loras College. I had a few high school classmates that attended UD the same time I was at Clark University. It took hearing their experiences, going to a few football and basketball games to realize what UD had, and I wanted to be a part of that. After my junior season at Clark, the transfer papers were signed, and I was fortunate enough to finish my last 2 years of playing basketball at UD. And now the thank yous that helped me to get to where I am today. To my teammates, especially the senior class, we accomplished some milestones, including our historic conference championship in 2015, the first in UD women's basketball history. To my friends I made at UD, we had some incredible memories. To the UD community, faculty, staff, especially the professor and the advisor that helped me continue my love for sports, Kevin Catani, thank you for your incredible support over my 2 years here at UD. Coach Mark Knoll. As I was writing this speech, I started thinking of all the memories and stories we had during my playing days. I wish I could name them all, but I was given a time frame on this speech. But I can confidently say that the memories that had us laughing and joking around definitely outweigh the ones that ended in telling me to wake up on the basketball court. That's when everyone knew I was playing really, really bad. But hopefully that didn't happen too much. Noel, you were a great coach and truly helped me develop as a player, but one thing I will always remember is the bond that you and I had. The hours spent in your office weekly, whether it was talking shop or going back and forth about how much better the Chicago Bears are than the Green Bay Packers, I knew you always had my back and wanted the best for me. Who would have thought some of your best players were fibs? I wanted to let you know that this fib appreciates you and your family and thanks you for everything you have done for me. I'm glad we continue to have a great relationship and continue our joking ways. By the way, if you guys don't know what a fib is, ask anyone from the state of Wisconsin. They should know. To my family, the most important people in my life, Godmom Sandy and Cousin Debbie, thank you guys for being here today. And Sandy, thank you for being an outlet for me as you know what the college game was like. Allie, my younger sister. Nelson, why did you have to say that? I know our paths look completely different, especially once we got to college, but you always supported me and cheered me on to be great. Whether showing up in person to the most important games of my career or watching games from afar, I knew you were always there for me, and just know I'm always here for you. Mom and Dad, growing up, you both knew how important sports, especially the game of basketball, was and continues to be for me. From playing one-on-one in the driveway for hours, buying me the best gear, making sure I had dinner before a late-night practice, or giving up your weekends to sit in a gym all day, you made sure I had everything I needed to be successful. You showed me tough love, even when I didn't like it, and continue to show me that tough love. But I know it's because you care. I will never be able to thank you as much as you deserve for everything you have done for me these past 33 years. I'm up here today being inducted into UD's Hall of Fame because of you. I truly hope that I made both of you proud. UD, this Hall of Fame induction is truly an honor and a moment I will never forget. Go Spartans, and thank you. Yeah. Was I not looking at that? You gotta stop giving me crap, man.
I'm sorry, I'm an older brother. If anyone asks, my sinuses were acting up a little bit during that speech. Great job. How about another round of applause for Jenna? Our next inductee was unable to make it. Norris was a member of our men's basketball team. He was an All-American and All-Conference performer. He was the conference most valuable player twice, Defensive Player of the Year, and he was a member of our 2015-2016 basketball Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Championship. After leaving the University of Dubuque, Andre has been playing professional basketball in Spain as well as across Europe and the Dominican Republic, and also won a championship during his professional career. He's beginning his 10th year of playing professional sports. And so if you feel sorry about Andre not being here, when I called him, he was in Spain, but then he was leaving to go on vacation to like Thailand or something like that, right? And so we're going to get him back on vacation here in Thailand here in the near future. But Andre was able to send a video for us to give us a little bit more information.
Hey, good afternoon. I really wish I could be there with you all to celebrate because this is a great moment, but since I can't, I'd just like to say a few words. I want to start by saying thank you because I'm incredibly honored to be inducted into the University of Dubuque Hall of Fame, and it truly means so much to me. Also, I want to thank God for making this moment possible, and I especially want to thank my family and both Coach Rob and Bierman. To the coaches, the extra hours, belief, and guidance helped shape not just my game, but my character as well. And to my family, your constant love and support kept me going through every high and low, and I truly wouldn't be here without you, but y'all already know that. I also want to thank the amazing staff at UD, from the athletic department, the trainers, academic advisors, and everyone behind the scenes who kept us going day in and day out. And to all the fans and supporters, thank you for showing up, cheering us on, and believing in us. Without all of you in my corner, This journey couldn't even have been close to being possible, and I'm deeply grateful for this honor, and I'll carry it with pride for the rest of my life. Have a good day, and go UD.
While Junior couldn't be here, Senior and his family were able to come down and share this wonderful moment for him, so we're going to present them with his plaque. Our next inductee is Fabiola Ortiz, class of 2017, cross country and track and field. Fab's got her degree in psychology and a minor in criminal justice. She was all-conference cross country, earned multiple all-conference track and field honors. She was the Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Women's Outdoor Track and Field Most Valuable Performer. She's a police officer in the city of Madison. She's also had a lot of special training, trained it, and also knows how to drive the SWAT Bearcat. And she told me today that if you're ever in Madison and you'd like to go out in the SWAT Bearcat, just give her a call and she'll take you out for a cruise around the city. So congratulations, Fabiola. Come on up.
Alrighty. Well, I'd like to begin by congratulating all the inductees. It truly is an honor to be surrounded by such accomplished athletes. Today is not a day to be humble. Today is a day to stand tall and accept every and each compliment that we have received. We did the work, and this is our moment. I was raised by a mother who taught me the value of an honest day's work. I was given the gift of learning the difference between what is desired and what truly is a necessity. Little did I know that this would be my guiding compass throughout life. At 15, I was adopted, and I learned unconditional love and trust. Trust is what I had in Coach Gunnelson. It's what I have in the Gunnelson family. When he sat in front of me at new student orientation, I had no intentions of running collegiate track or cross country. I thought that the college experience was going to be enough for me without adding on a team, coaches, and practices beyond morning and night and classes. So I thought it would be too much for me, and I chose not to. After he sat in front of me, he not only saw the potential in me, but he made me believe in myself. I trusted him to make me the best athlete that I could be, while never letting go of how important my studies were to me. He's never let me down. Coach Gunnelson was the first coach that showed me that he cared more than my numbers, more than how fast I could run or how good I made him look. He was the first coach that I still to this day call on Father's Day and leave him a voicemail. He did share with me that he saved the first ever voicemail that I've left him after he became a father to Dash. I was at that hospital when Dash was born. He trusted me to be there as his family grew, and he trusted me to be part of his family. So I'm forever grateful for the Gunnelson family. As my training became more consistent, so did my confidence. I stood at the start lines knowing that I could, and the only question was how fast. Coach Gunlock introduced me to steeplechase. That's a 3,000-meter race with 4x4s scattered around and a water pit. I was nervous, but never doubted that I could do it. And that is because of my support system. We were all strong, we were all fast, and we were all going towards the same goal, that finish line. Today, I stand before you, a college graduate, a police officer for the city of Madison, Wisconsin, and now a Hall of Fame athlete. Thanks to all of you, and thank you for being here and your support. And thanks, Judy.
You guys are learning this second round of applause thing here, right? One of the things I always learned, like when you have to speak after lunch or something like that, sometimes you got to get the crowd moving a little bit to get the blood pumping and get the brains working. And so we're going to maybe do something a little bit here just before the last inductee, so you'll indulge me a little bit, right? So if you're a friend, family member, or loved one of an inductee, will you please stand up? If you're a coach of one of these inductees, will you please stand up? Hopefully not fall down. Right. And everyone else in this room that has been here to support these inductees or future inductees on this campus, will you please stand up as well? One of the things that's been, you notice with all these inductees is the impact that you have made on their lives and how you have inspired for them to go out into this world and do the same and give it back. And so I wanted you all to stand. I want you to look around and see the impact that you have all had on these inductees, but also that you're not alone. And when we come together as community, the great things that we can accomplish. How about a round of applause for all you guys? All right, Jenna didn't start crying, so we can move the program on. All right. Ever since I've been doing this, we've had a lot of football players go into the Hall of Fame, but for some reason they're all defensive guys. And as a former offensive guy, sometimes that's hard. I always call defensive guys communists, right? But we'll keep inducting them. We'll keep inducting them. So our next inductee, Blaine Snitker, class of 2016 football. He got his degree in math and in physical education, as well as a minor in coaching. He was an all-conference performer. He was captain of the team when they won the 2015 Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Championship. He was a conference MVP. He was a Campbell Trophy finalist, semifinalist, and a Cliff Harris Award finalist. He is a math teacher. He's coached multiple sports, and him and his wife, Alyssa, have a very linebacker-type named son in Slade, correct? So welcome. So Blaine, come on up. That would have been a great Sunday if I'd had one.
Hello. It's an incredible honor to stand here before you all today. I'm truly humbled and grateful to be inducted to this Hall of Fame. This moment isn't just about personal achievement. It's a reflection of the people who shaped and supported me throughout this journey. I'd like to thank and acknowledge those people during this time. First, to my wife, Alyssa, my son, Slade. Love you guys. Thank you for being here and experiencing this with me today. Remember, all these people I mentioned, they helped shape me, form me, the goods and the bads. So next time you get frustrated with me, they're partially to blame. First, my parents, mom, dad, your love, encouragement, and belief in me have been the foundation of everything. You taught me what hard work and sacrifice truly mean. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you. To my siblings, Chantel, Cody, Denisha, watching your dedication to your sports growing up pushed me to work harder. You set the standard. Thanks for all the support. To the professors and faculty at UD, thank you for making this a place where students truly matter. I rarely miss class, not because I had to be there, but because I wanted to be there and I found value in it. Special thanks to Dr. Roseanne Wolf, bringing both energy and delicious homemade dessert to Calc class after each win we got. And to Dick Smith, whose love for math and sense of humor made learning fun. Deb Stork, you advised Cody, Denisha, and I You helped me acquire 3 majors in 4 years. You've gone above and beyond. You still keep in touch. That says everything about the kind of people here at UD. Thanks also to former President Jeffrey Bolek, former Director of Athletics Dan Runkle, benefactor Joe Calapity. You gave us access to incredible facilities and made it possible for our programs to thrive. To my teammates, football is the ultimate team sport. You can't succeed without the 10 guys next to you doing their job. Any recognition I receive is a reflection of being on a great team. Thank you for the memories, not just on game day, during the everyday grind that football requires. It's a journey that made our IAC championship so meaningful. To my coaches, Coach Kite, thank you for recruiting me and helping me transition to a new position. Pass rush one-on-ones were the highlight of practice. Zach, I think you can agree with that one. Coach Durnan, your attention to detail and belief in our potential made us better every day. Coach Schmidt, your enthusiasm was unmatched. I think you could have motivated a sloth to run a marathon. Coach Simmons, you truly wanted what's best for your players. You treated everybody like they were first string, no matter what their spot on the depth chart was. Coach Mandot, thank you for building the strength, resilience, and discipline that carried me throughout every season. And Coach Zwiefel, you always went above and beyond for your players. You took care of us. I didn't have any outstanding stats my senior year. I only played in 6 of the 10 regular season games due to injury, but somehow I was still voted conference defensive MVP. I know it was you that went to bat for me during that voting process. You stuck up for your players. You taught us how to become better men. I'm honored to have had the privilege of being able to play for you and your program. Thank you, Coach. Thank you to the Hall of Fame committee, to the University of Dubuque, and to everyone who played a role in this journey. I'm honored, I'm humbled, and I'm proud to be a Spartan, always. Thank you.
How about another round of applause for all of our inductees? We're proud and thankful for you to have been Spartans here and to come back here on campus, and we'll look forward to you leading us to victory tonight with all your inspiration and enthusiasm. Next, I'm going to bring Katie Kraus back up for some closing words.
Thank you, Nelson. You know, one of my favorite sayings, and something that I say a lot, and I know we all say around campus a lot, is it truly is a great day to be a Spartan, and that is especially true today. What a great day it is to be here together to celebrate all of you, our very newest inductees into the University of Dubuque Athletic Hall of Fame. Before we begin on with the rest of today's festivities, just a few housekeeping notes. Inductees, we're going to do photos right after the ceremony here, a group photo, and then we'll also get some pictures with you and all of your guests. The photos that are taken today will be available on our SmugMug site for you to download and share and cherish all of these memories. Inductees, you will also receive a Lifetime Athletic Hall of Fame pass, which gives you free admission into any athletic home game. Once we're finished here, pregame festivities will begin out by Chalmers Field. We have a food truck, and then the marching band will be doing a little pop-up performance before they go into the stands around 5:30, and the game begins at 6. As you leave, we do have a few members from our team that will be doing stamps for entrance into the stadium. So you don't need to check in at will call, just get your stamp as you head out these doors. And one final reminder for the inductees, we will be recognizing you on stage stage, I guess, field at halftime. So with 5 minutes left on the game clock, please start making your way down to the entrance to the field. And lastly, I want to make sure I invite all of you back in just a few short weeks for homecoming. Homecoming 2025 is October 2nd through the 4th. It's going to be a wonderful weekend, and we can't wait to welcome you all back. Once again, thank you all for being with us here today. It truly is a great day to be a Spartan. Enjoy the rest of your day of celebration, and let's cheer on our fellow Spartans to a victory over Platteville. Congratulations, everyone.